Southeast governors are the most foolish and stupid set of leaders we have in Nigeria today. I repeat, all the Southeast governors, from Alex Oti to Nwifuru to Professor Soludo to Hope Uzodimma and Mba, all of them are the most spineless and foolish set of politicians we have in Nigeria today. Look at what happened with Jamb. 5 states of the South is affected. 5 states and Lagos. 5 states of the South is affected. We have 6 geopolitical zones in the whole of Nigeria, and a body, an agency conducting a national exam. It is not coincidence that 5 states of the southeast of a particular region, Shore said that the hatred of an Igbo man is in the DNA of every Nigerian. We have seen the animosity on the Igbo people. Now, we have leaders in the southeast. None of them have come out to speak. My brother, none of them have come out to speak. If it happened in the southwest that the 6 southwest states were affected, you will see how the southwest governors will have come together, put out a press conference. They will even make sure that the man resigns. They will make sure the man resigns. Whether it is ICT Manu, whether it is the registrar of Jamb, it can never happen in the north. They cannot try with northern people. Not. You try that with north. The governors who are rallying around themselves, Arewa will come together and make sure that this is tackled. But till today, no Southeast governor have spoken. When Peter Obi spoke, you see all these bigoted elements were slamming him. Even Jamb put out a statement. Jamb put out a statement. You see, one of the reasons why you don't nepotism is going to destroy our institutions. Nepotism, my brother, Tinwantiwa, my brother. When we have qualified people, because of tribalism, bigotry, ethnicity, and nepotism, look how Buhari rubbished Nigerian institutions. Tinubu is urbanizing everywhere, and we are seeing the effects. When Shore said the other time that the hatred of an Igbo man is in the blood of every Nigerian, this is what we are talking about. I salute the registrar of Jamb for admitting the failure of Jamb, the errors that Jamb made. I salute that man, because it is not typical of any Nigerian leader to do so. If not, if it were other people, they would have pushed it under the carpet. If he resigns, he has done a honorable thing. I think this man is an Afa. I think he's from Unilori. If he resigns, it is honorable. Forget people that are saying that, is it because he's Yoruba? Why are you saying he should resign? My brother, you're a Muslim and you're a religious person. You understand that it is honorable. Even though it is people under your department that carried all these bigoted. See, my pain is even to the Southeast leaders. The people will be fighting for themselves. When it's time for elections, they'll come and say this one and that one. That is how Enugu State, Fulani were killing up and down. Umba cannot come out and put out a statement there. The North is watching. The North is watching. Southwest and Southeast, they are bashing themselves online, putting out bigoted statement, this and that information. See, we know Tinubu's campaign is a campaign of divide and rule. In Lagos, campaign of division, Igbo, Yoruba, so that they can have their way. I told you that politicians, how did they get into power? They use divide tactics to get into power. So we know Tinubu, we know him. Yoruba Lokon. Inside that Yoruba Lokon, Lokon, tribal politics. However, in Lagos, now on national level, it is South and North. Divide and rule tactics. That's how they get their way. That is why a particular administration can never function without destroying opposition. We understand that. That's why we have said, see, you people, we know that bigotry is going to destroy Nigeria. We know that. I know that. When I see people play bigotry on social media, online, I just look at them. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know what God is using them to do for the restructuring of Nigeria. See, I said it before, that if you allow this online bigotry go offline and enter into our institutions, then you'll be recruiting a number of Southeasterners into the Biafran agitation. Samanekpa, ran with his agitation, he did not get that support as he got from Nnamdi Kanu. Many people did not really invest their time. Many Igbos still believed that Nigeria could work. They still believe so, that Nigeria could work. What Nnamdi Kanu saw and what Samanekpa saw is not up to what is happening today, that they had to abandon. Samanekpa, Nnamdi Kanu had his histories of fighting for one Nigeria. They had histories, but they saw some things. I don't know what made them change their mind. I don't know what made them change their mind for them to start vigorously saying we want Biafra. We want Biafra. Even after the war, many people still never really wanted to go back to Biafra. This thing that is happening now is not up to what they experienced. Now, if this bigotry gets to the next level of going offline in our offices, in government institutions, this thing that happened with Jamb will forever be in the hearts of those affected. I'm telling you. I don't know why we would just want to, this hatred, we want to take it to young children. We want to take it to young children. I don't know. That's how this Tinubu generation carried their hatred and they are passing it down to the next generation. Don't you know that these young stars that have been affected, don't you know what it will do on their psychology? What they will be reading on, they will be very, very active online now to know what is happening. They will not see the hatred and bigotry statements from Nigerians, from people, from youth. And you think bigotry is the way forward. See, let me tell you who a bigot is. Whether you're Igbo or Yoruba, I'm not a bigot. I can't associate with bigots. I tell you, I'm a human first. Now, a bigot, let's use a bigot in, let's use a bigot. Igbo, Yoruba. Igbo is this, Igbo that, Igbo this, Igbo that. For instance, let's say Nigeria divides. Igbo have their own nation. The same bigot will be looking for, whether it's Ibadan, whether it's Abiyokuta. You'll be looking for who to hate. That hatred is in him. It is a seed of hatred that is in you for somebody who is a bit different from you, not your affiliation. They'll start hating on Ibadan, hating on this, hating on that political party, hating on Yoruba bots and everything. Yes, that is it. That is who a bigot is. It's because you see a Yoruba person to hate. It's because you see an Igbo person to hate. That's why you feel that I have the right now, I'm a Yoruba person. I have the right to before now. What has the people that are pushing for bigotry, that are playing the politics of divide and rule, what have they done for the Yoruba nation when it comes to culture and heritage? What have they done? The people that are even doing conscious things are not that bigotry personified. The people that are really preserving the culture, they are not bigotry personified. They are not stupid. They are kind, they are not nice. These guys are warriors, people that defended the culture of Yoruba. They are not bigotry personified. I've studied them. It's only politicians, because of money and power. They can sell their brother and sister. They can sell anything. Fashoranti's daughter was unalived by this Fulani menace. What did the Tinubu of a person do about that? What did he say? What did he say? These people are there for power. My brother, I just sit down and look now. I sit down and look now. All this bigotry has to end. If you don't stop this bigotry, me, I want Nigeria to be structured. It go help the restructuring fast. When they say Yoruba Ronu, I understand what Yoruba Ronu means. Yoruba should be sensitive of anything, of most things. Think about most things. If you allow the young generation, the next generation of Igbos, to start having this mindset that they are being hated in Nigeria and that there's a country they belong to, if you make that consciousness get to another level, as Nnamdi Kanu is as popular as he is today, many people from the southeast are just emotionally supporting him. They are not actively involved in the agitation. Nnamdi Kanu has the biggest fan base. Not even myself, Wazirike. Not even Samanekpa. You have the biggest people who support what he's doing is agitation. And we can see what is happening in court. We can see the handwritings on the wall. We can see it. So this bigotry of a thing, this hatred of a thing, you'll be recruiting more people into this agitation of a thing. And there are people that you don't recruit. There are people that still believe in Nigeria. But when they start getting the signs of hatred and bigotry in their offices at the federal level, when it comes to allocation, when they start getting the bigotry feeling, there are some people that is going to affect, a class of people that will affect, that will join the agitation because of this hatred, this bigotry. Bigotry will help restructure Nigeria. Mark it. Hatred, you and I. Everybody will now focus on their own. Since you are, see, I will not blame Prof. Ishak Oloyede. I respect this man so much. I respect Professor Ishak Oloyede. He's a man that has shown integrity. Forget, many people would not do what this man has done. Instead, they would deploy all their arsenal to suppress information and make sure they make you look like the victim. I'm telling you. You can say what you want, me, but I know the system, when we have a Yorubanized system, when we have a nepotistic system. I told you, one of the reasons why I am supporting Southern youth to join the army is because if you have a Northern army, you now know that we don't have one Nigeria. If you have a Northern army, you know that we don't have one Nigeria. Where Northerners are like 70-80%. Not talk of a Buhari's time where we have Northerners almost. Every region have their sentiments for their people. Everybody naturally would be tribalistic because of your environment, your affiliations. But when you are a professional holding an office, you don't need to be tribalistic, except you're not a professional. Some APC miscreants were trying to play politics that the person in charge of IT Jamb is Fabian Okoro, my brother. It's not Fabian Okoro. Last year, Fabian left the job. It is somebody else. Go and do Google. It's not even an Igbo man that is there. But they are trying to say, okay, why do you want us to say Prof. Ishak Oloyede will resign? Why? Why would he resign? Why would he do that? My brother, that is the honorable thing to do. Whether it's Igbo or Yoruba, you see, we are going to stand before God and give account. God is not going to look at you as a Yoruba person. That is if you believe in religion. So I'm not forcing my religion down to you. I'm talking at those Muslims and Christians. You are going to give account to God. He is not going to start looking, okay, oh, you are Yoruba, there should be a you are Igbo, there should be a different judgment for you. The buck stops at the table of the president. That is what Tinubu said during Jonathan time. Now, if we are serious, I know many people would not want this man to resign. If we are serious as a country to make sure that this message is not passed and is not received through a bigoted lens, Professor Ishak Oloyede should resign. Appoint a Yoruba person, no appoint an Igbo person. Since you think it's an attack, appoint. We know nobody's arguing with you. Nobody's arguing anybody. If you want to appoint Yorubas everywhere, appoint everybody Yoruba. Nobody's arguing. Nobody's going to fight anybody. You see, one thing I learned about the Igbos is that it is in a time of persecution that their real strength is revealed. Time of persecution, they come out. They need persecution to come out. That's why you see that they can go through different routes to other countries, sacrifice their lives to make sure that they succeed in whatever they want to put their hands to do. So it is very clear that the Igbo man, if persecution helps him run this. I also salute the Yorubas that also will stand on the side of justice. See, when you see something bad, call it bad. It's bad. See, it is no coincidence that 5 states of the Southeast were affected. It is no coincidence. I tell you. I've worked in an office before, so I understand what I'm saying. Those that work in an office will understand that there's a high level of bigotry in some office. Under Buhari, you go to EFCC office, you go to say Hausa Republic of Nigeria or Northern Republic of Nigeria. EFCC office, that is a national thing with how many ethnicities you think is Northern Nigeria. So that one is clear. An average Nigerian has this tribal sentiment in him. We understand that. But when it comes, you can be doing your whatever online. But when it comes to national assignments, agencies in national agencies, somebody says that Southeast educational system, let me read it. You deliberately set up Southeast UTME candidates for failure. UNN, ASU, accuses Jamb. Huh? This message, the way they will take it, it's too bad. That's why we say, Baba, restructure Nigeria. See, Nigeria, like I said it, Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. I've said this before. Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. You think so with the play. Nobody's playing here. Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. Because the kind of politics is bringing to the fore, nothing as they watch. Everybody watch. They're watching. Baba, you have an opportunity to restructure Nigeria. You get the support. Despite what is being done by Jamb and other people. Why yet, on their YouTube channel, there's a report. They did a report about Anambra getting first. Blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, the thing disappear for YouTube. If an institution will have this sentiment, my brother. You see, some of these people that come online to say all different things, it reflects the true nature of the Nigerian state. Those people that are saying that we are one and we can this, my brother, with all the religion that we have, we still have tribal sentiments against each other. With all the religion, with all the church, that's when I know that we are just deceiving ourselves. We are peak fuller. This is peak fooling. With all the whole thing, with all the religion, with all the prayer camps everywhere, we still hate ourselves as human beings. Well, this is not the first time this has happened. Let's see how it goes. I'm not talking about APC. I'm talking about Prof. Oloyede. You are a man of integrity. Integrity knows no tribe. Integrity knows no ethnicity. All you have to do is to take the honorable path. You can step down and not resign. Put on a Yoruba person. Put on a Yoruba person. It is me at the worry. Put on a Yoruba person. In the next 10-20 years, put on a Yoruba person. Because me, I've said this. Nigeria cannot be sustained with this kind of system that we are running. You'll be surprised that you think all these people that are doing bigotry online, when you have Yoruba nation and Igbo nation, you will still show that bigotry to your fellow people. You will still show it. That bigotry is a disease. Bigotry is different from self-awareness. Don't mix the two together. They are two different things. Self-awareness, different from bigotry. If everybody start doing bigotry with their natural resources, where will Nigeria be today? If everybody start, okay, to our own, we have gas in the southeast. Leave our gas for us. Let's use our oil for ourselves. Nigeria data say let's use our own for ourselves. The Lagos, somebody, I told somebody that I said Lagos has oil. Someone said Lagos don't have oil. Go good now. Now go good. Go good. Or you go and confirm from NNPC. Send a mail to NNPC. They go reply. They go tell you. Go good. Say Lagos get oil. Say who told you Lagos get father, brother, sister? Go good. They will give you the right information. Start to everybody focus on their own. Very soon, that's where this road will take us to. The North will be there and we'll be laughing at Southern people fighting themselves unnecessarily because of the personal interests of politicians. They can do anything and undo. Southeast students, don't be dismayed by these things that are happening. I'm telling you, if it were not intentional by Jamb, we'll have known by now. But he had to take somebody from the southeast, Alex Onya, to put pressure on Jamb to admit all this. Initially, Jamb made different statements. As a result of this, so the Minister of Education came out. Students are not serious and they are TikTok, they are this one. I make them feel exam. Jamb also followed the same path. But now, the truth has been uncovered that the real reason, if these guys did not go and they have access to those systems to scrutinize, the story by the Jamb will still be what they were saying. When they started their statement, they say, God proposes, this one disposes. Man proposes, God disposes. A Jamb institution. You are disgracing and demarketing Nigeria every single second of the day. And you think it's normal. Well, good luck to those that are going to receive the examination. And good luck to those that are proving yet again that Nigeria cannot stay together with this kind of mentality, with this kind of leadership, with this kind of system. Good luck to you if you are still in exam and you don't pass it anymore. See the morale. The one that really pay me na Southeastern governors. Now in the pay me pass, all those guys. Now in the pay me pass. Very, very useless set of human beings. Very useless. Southeast governors will not, Southwest governors will not tolerate it. Northern governors will not tolerate this. But here are we. With elements of God help us.